16 hoops from Copeland Court at the Sommer Center on Bluffton University campus. The number 22 Carey Lady Blue Devils play the number 8 Patrick Henry Lady Patriots for a chance to go to the Elite Eight. And we've got all the action for you right here live and free on the OH Report. Next.
You're watching high school tournament basketball 100% live and free thanks to all of our generous sponsors. Please support those who support your local athletes.
Josh Banks welcomes you inside the Danners Towing and Recycling pregame show for this Sweet 16 matchup between Patrick Henry and Carey, joined alongside Mr. Lynn Passet on the beautiful campus of Bluffton University. This is a beautiful gym.
Yeah, this is one of the newest additions, probably about 5 years old now, and they did things right when they built this. It's a beautiful, beautiful addition to the already nice Bluffton campus, a Division III university, and they play in the Heartland Conference and play some pretty good competition. So this place is a gorgeous addition.
We got a gym, weight room right behind us, nice concessions, great people, and a Sweet 16 matchup that I'm excited for. Can the Lady Blue Devils continue this kind of miracle run and get past a very talented Patrick Henry squad?
Well, head coach Keith O'Flaherty has won 8 straight games with his Lady Blue Devils, who are 18-6 overall. They're coming off a win over Gibsonburg, 44-36, and that is the question. Can they get past this roadblock by the name of Patrick Henry, who has won 19 straight? So for Carey, I think it's going to be controlling the tempo. That's going to be a big piece of the game tonight.
You're taking a look at those Carey Lady Blue Devils first, again led by head coach Keith O'Flaherty. You heard Lynn give you all of the information. They average 45.7 a game. They allow 37 a game. They shoot 40% from 2, 28% from 3, and only 58% from the stripe.
I think if you have to characterize Carey, you would say they are very blue collar. They like to get down and dirty. They like to dive at those loose balls. They like to get you into foul trouble. They like to control the tempo, and they like to play defense. So that is what Carey is going to rely on tonight. The question is, will it be enough? Because tonight they are facing a juggernaut.
if they're going to beat these Lady Patriots, it's going to be on the shoulders of this young woman right here. It is junior forward Emily Broadman. Emily comes in averaging 9.7 points, 6.1 rebounds, 2.4 assists. She leads the Lady Devils in all major categories, Lynn.
And the funny part is she's a junior. And when we spotlight Patrick Henry in just a moment, their key player is a junior. So a couple of juniors are who we're going to be really focusing on here this evening. But yes, Emily Broadman is the straw that really stirs the drink as far as Carey is concerned.
And she's going to have a big night, but she's going to need her supporting cast to step up. The likes of Bella Phoenix, the freshman, Riley Yost, the one that really does the ball handling for them. They're going to all have to step up if they're going to take down this juggernaut. And let's go ahead and take a look at that juggernaut in the likes of the Patrick Henry Lady Patriots. They are led by head coach Justin Sonnenberg. They're 24-1, 7-0. In their league. They win their league, and they've won, you said it yourself, 19 in a row. They're looking for number 20. They average 59.6 a game, and they only allow 33.2. They shoot 47% from two as a team, 31% from three, but they shoot 60% from the free throw line.
And their only loss came to Ottawa Glandorf, who has been a perennial power in girls basketball. They lost to the Lady Titans 61-51. But just look at the wins that this Division 6 team has ripped off. Napoleon, Division 2. Defiance, they've beaten twice. They're Division 2. Bryan, they've beaten them. They're Division 2. Liberty Benton, a Division 4 powerhouse. So they have beaten some very strong teams. And I guess when I looked at the paper, not even the stats, the thing that jumped off at me was Ella Chrisman, 6'2". Ada Chrisman, 6'2". Lanny Rosebrook, 6 foot. Kinley Crossland, 6 foot. They are big and talented.
They're big, tall, and talented. And we're going to take a look at our player spotlight tonight. It could have been one of two, but we chose Miss Ada Chrisman for good reason. How about 11.6 points, 9.6 boards, 4.6 assists, and Lynn, you said like 3 blocks a game as well?
Yes, 3 block shots on a ball game. So this young lady does it all, and she is 6'2", and she's only a junior. Only going to get better, and she's already committed to the University of Findlay.
Yeah, Miss Chrisman going to go play as a Lady Oiler. She's got a chance tonight to get herself to a regional final, and how about it? We're not going to be here for game 2, but it's Columbus Grove against Margaretta. We could see a Lady Polar Bears, Lady Patriots regional final. That would be a phenomenal contest.
It really would. We both saw Margaretta last week, and they have a lot of firepower as well. That will be an interesting matchup, but I'll tell you what, I think Patrick Henry is the team to beat in this region right here.
Patrick Henry, definitely the team to beat in the region. They are, you spoke about it, their only losses to OG. OG's undefeated on the season, and they're still making a run in their division as well.
Yeah, they have definitely played more than a step up, about 2 steps up in competition all season long, and come out with only 1 loss. So that only makes you better. And most of these Division 6 teams like Carey, they're not going to play teams that are way bigger than them. Upper Sandusky's probably about as big as Carey has seen all season long. So I think the better competition that Patrick Henry has played has more prepared them for this game here tonight.
It's prepared them for it, Lynn. We got 5 minutes till opening tip. So let's do this. Let's take a commercial break. We'll come back after the national anthem, and you and I are going to talk about keys to game and introduce starters for both teams.
It works for me, buddy.
Everybody stay tuned right here on the OH Report. We'll have keys to victory, starting lineups, and a Sweet 16 tip after this commercial break.
know we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm a giant, they can move the king. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. Time to go hard and put your game face on. Ruthless, ruthless. This is the moment movies get based on. This is the moment movies get based on. Fire in the bones, watch me fire up the songs. Let it burn 'em, burn 'em, burn 'em. Got the fire in the bones. Our desires, they become who we are. We go hard, giving up, no we're not. Yeah, the first step is showing up. Now we're here blowing up. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex.
Josh Banks back inside the Sommer Center at Copeland Court alongside Lynn Passet. And Lynn, we said what we're going to do, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. Let's talk about the keys to victory for the Lady Devils of Carey. And you hit on it. You hit on one of my main keys off rip. Control the tempo. You got to play at your own tempo. And you've got two girls on this Patrick Henry squad that almost average double-figure rebounds. You got to win the rebounding game.
Yeah, you can't just rely on one person to go in and block out for you, as in Emily Broadman. You need everybody turning, boxing out, and that is the most important thing you can do on both ends of the floor. Before you even think about kicking out and going the other direction, you got to get the rebound. And as you talked about, the tempo is going to be big. Carey doesn't want to get into a run-and-gun ball game tonight. They want to play this game at their pace, which keeps the score under, I'm going to say under 45 is what they're shooting for the winning score. So they don't want to get into those 60s and 70s tonight.
Well, I tell you what, the other night we were in Findlay for Shelby Upper, and we both said the winner was going to be the first to 60, and ended up being, so you're saying 45 tonight. I wouldn't disagree with you, but the way Patrick Henry scores, I expect them to score more than 45.
Yeah, that's going to take a real effort tonight to keep Patrick Henry under 45.
And the keys to victory for the Patriots of Patrick Henry, hey, continue domination, and you said it, push the pace. They want to get up and down the floor. They want to run, and if they're able to do that tonight, it's going to be a long night for Carey.
Well, they have a huge height advantage, so I look for them to take advantage of that whenever and however they can, whether it's going inside, whether it's getting the offensive rebounds and getting the stick backs, whatever they can do to make good use of that size advantage. And let's face it, they have more scorers on this Patrick Henry team than Carey has probably seen all season long. That's going to be a real worry for head coach Keith O'Flaherty.
And let's go ahead and flip script here. Let's go ahead and talk about the Lady Devils, and let's meet their starters tonight, Lynn. For Carey, their starters are going to be McKinley Kessler, a 5'7" freshman guard. It's going to be Rachel Reinhardt, a 5'6" senior guard. It's going to be Bella Phoenix, the 5'10" freshman forward. And it's going to be Riley Yost, the 5'7" senior guard. And it's going to be Emily Broadman, our player spotlight, the 5'9" junior forward. And on the flip side of things for Patrick Henry, it's going to be 5'9" senior guard, 00 Casey Nelson. It's going to be 5'10" junior guard, number 1 Karis Crossland. It's going to be 5'5" junior guard, Sophia
Gildy.
It's going to be 6'2" junior, and she's listed as a guard at 6'2", Ada Chrisman. And it's going to be 5'6" junior forward, number 10, Kelsey Schweibert. So they definitely have a size advantage, but when you're playing high school Division VI girls basketball and you're 6'2" and you're listed as a guard, you're a special talent.
Well, coming off the bench is going to be a pair of 6-footers, Lanny Rosebrook and Kinley Crossland. Both are 6 foot tall, and one's a junior, one's a freshman. So they just have more height that they can just continue to roll out there all night long.
All right, we're going to take us out of the Danner's Towing and Recycling pregame show. You see it on the Carey Poverello Federal Credit Union scoreboard. There's 8 minutes on the clock. And we're ready for Sweet 16 action, as I've never seen this type of set on a tip-off.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's obvious that Carey knows they're not going to win this tip. So they're playing defense on the tip, and it still didn't work.
That ball is going to end up in the hands of Nelson. She'll get it in the corner. Down low, there's Chrisman. Back up top to Nelson, top of the key. Gets it to Chrisman. That's Gildy. Left wing, that's Crossland. She's their leading scorer, is Karis Crossland. Chrisman, back to Crossland. Ball fake, almost loses it, contains her dribble.
Carey playing a really good man-to-man defense. They're lagging back when they have to, but they're also in their face when they can.
And it's going to end up in the hands of Crossland. She'll lose it, and the first turnover of the game will go against Patrick Henry.
And if you're looking at the far stands, just as you look at the crowd, don't think that this is not a real good crowd, because the near side is absolutely packed to the gills. They have seat backs on the near side, so that's why everybody wants to be on this side.
Blocked by Nelson.
Casey Nelson, a 5'9" senior, averaging 9 points a ball game, and right there she was doing her Ella Chrisman imitation, because Chrisman averages 3 blocks a game in her own right. Carey having some tough difficulties getting the ball inbounds, but they'll do so, and they finally get it in to Emily Broadman.
Broadman, great pass on the backside, but that's another block.
Emily Yost with a nice pass to find her person on the backside, but again, Patrick Henry, they've swatted away both of Carey's first offensive field goal tries.
Yost found Reinhardt. She was unable to finish. They're going to get it down low to Broadman. Emily Broadman can't finish. Rebound by Chrisman.
That was an in and out shot, and boy, did the Devils need that one to fall.
And that's a men's college 3.
Long bomb that time by Karis Crossland.
She's the leading scorer at 18 points a game for this squad.
Shoots 43% from the floor.
Does Yost have an answer? She does not. And Ada Chrisman's got the rebound. She gets it to Nelson. Nelson's going to go into the contact. They're going to call a block. So it'll be 2 free throws, as we'll take a look at it on the Danner's Towing and Recycling go into the contact. They're going to call a block.
That foul's going to go against Rachel Reinhardt, the senior. That's her first and the team's first.
Nelson to shoot 2. First one touches every part of the rim. It just wouldn't go in. She'll miss the first. Second one up. And that one's nothing but nylon. And it's a 4-0 Patriots lead.
Well, so far, Carey is trying to weather the storm, but they're finding out on both ends that the height of Patrick Henry is going to be something to contend with this evening.
Broadman gets it to Reinhardt. Reinhardt gets it across half. Gets a screen from Broadman. Nothing doing. They get it to Yost. Yost, the primary ball handler for this Lady Devils squad. Reinhardt, right wing. Gets it to Broadman. Broadman thought about the shot. Great closeout by Ada Chrisman.
See, Broadman is 5'9", and she's being guarded by a 6-foot player, and she's just not really accustomed to that.
Chrisman going to switch out now. She's going to take Yost, the primary handler. Yost. Skip pass. That's Reinhardt.
And for Carey, they had their
Back
first
to
two.
Yost.
Their first 2 shots were blocked, so that's a little bit of an intimidation as well.
No good on the shot attempt.
Their first 2 shots
and it'll
were
be
blocked,
off
so
Carey.
that's a
It'll
little bit of
go
an intimidation
to
as well.
Patrick Henry.
That's a loose ball rebound, so that's technically a third rebound for Patrick Henry. Carey has yet to get one.
Chrisman gets it to Crossland. In the corner, another three. How about it? Gildy from deep.
Sophie Gildy, the 5'5 junior, says, don't forget about me now, everybody. I know I'm not a star, but I'm going to contribute as well.
Gildy playing great defense on Reinhardt, gets it to Yost. Yost guarded by Nelson. Broadman slips the screen, gets it in the corner. That's Bella Phoenix, the freshman. Broadman left wing, she's gonna try to get inside, and she's met at the top by Hder Chrisman.
Well, I'm going to obviously have to start a new stat line, and that's for blocks, because that's number 3 for Patrick Henry already, just in the first 3.5 minutes.
Nelson has it for Patrick Henry. She's top of the key. She gets it to Chrisman. Chrisman almost had the little Iverson cut to Crossland. Nothing doing, though. Back up top, they left her open. That was from NBA range, Mr. Passet. She's 2 for 2.
Almost,
and it's going to force a timeout.
Almost looked like Caitlin Clark launching from the logo for Patrick Henry. And I was almost wondering if Keith O'Flaherty might take a timeout regardless of whether they scored there or not, and he takes one because they score, and it's 10-0 Patrick Henry in the first 3 minutes and 51 seconds.
She was 4 feet behind the men's college 3 line, as you just seen it on the Danners Towing and Recycling replay.
Well, we watched her warm up, and she was shooting from that range in warm-ups and making about 5 or 6 out of every 10.
Carey's got the looks. They've had 3 shots down low blocked, and they've missed 2 threes.
Well, you can kind of see the hesitancy right now on the Carey players' faces. They just aren't sure where to attack because they've gone inside and had them swatted back. They've taken a couple of other shots, no go. So they're a little confused and a little shell-shocked right now with what they're going up against with Patrick Henry. And now the Patriots add some full-court pressure to the whole mix.
Yost has it. Tries to get it to Reinhardt. It's stolen away. Nelson's going to hoist. Why not? Nothing doing, though. Rebound Riley Yost. She'll look to push the pace for Carey. Yost blocked again. They're going to call a foul.
Yep, they got a foul that time. Forgot to announce our officials for tonight. That was Scott Norris making that foul call. He's joined by the lead umpire tonight, George Malk and Anthony Schwederman. So Schwederman, Malk, and Nurse are your officials for tonight.
170 of you out there on YouTube watching as Yost puts a point on the board for the Lady Devils.
Well, they needed to get off the donut there in a bad way because you don't like looking up at that scoreboard and seeing a 0.
Riley Stoops checks in. Yost is 2 for 2.
And a turnover.
And Stoops is blocked. Yost is blocked. Reinhardt has it. Gets it back to Yost. Bella Phoenix. Broadman in the corner. Emily Broadman. To Stoops. Riley Stoops gets it to Reinhardt. They're moving the ball around the perimeter. In the corner, back to Broadman. She gets to that right hand, kicks it in the corner. Still can't get it to fall, but there's another offensive board and putback.
Riley Yost with the offensive rebound. Carey got 4 straight offensive rebounds on that possession. Of course, 2 of them came after blocked shots.
Crossland unable to knock it down, her first miss of the evening. Rebound comes out to Yost, gets it to Reinhardt. Great feed down low to Bella Phoenix. She can't finish. She fights for the offensive board. It'll be on the floor, and we will have a jump ball, which will stay with Carey.
Well, you could almost tell by that last shot by Phoenix that she wanted to get it off as fast as possible, hoping I'll beat the defense to the punch because I don't want to get it rejected. And they're kind of forcing and hurrying their shots now because of all these blocked shots from the Patriots.
Kyle Holsinger out there cheering on the Lady Devils. No good on that shot attempt by Stoops. Nelson looks to run. Nelson gets all the way inside, and she's blocked by Bella Phoenix.
Well, we'll
Nelson
put one
all the way inside,
block mark in the tally for Carey, and it's now 4-1 block shots in favor of Patrick Henry.
As number 21, Kinley Crossland, the 6-foot freshman, checks into the game. And how about that drive? There's Chrisman. Ada Chrisman's got her first 2, and that was a great move.
Absolutely. She is very long-legged, and once she got going toward the hoop, no Carey Lady Blue Devil even wanted to get in front of her.
Yost has it.
You can tell that Patrick Henry has Carey very well scouted. They are almost making the jump on the pass before it's thrown. They know right where the Lady Devils are trying to go with it.
Stoops unable to finish. Broadman tries to come from behind and steal it. Ends up in the hands of Nelson. It's stolen away, though. Another Patrick Henry turnover ends up in the hands of Rachel Reinhardt. Reinhardt gets it to Broadman. Emily Broadman. She'll look to get inside. Kicks it to Reinhardt. Yost, top of the key. Get the offense set. Broadman takes the contact, gets it to Stoops, to Yost. Bella Phoenix content to move the ball.
If you notice, nobody wants to drive the key. As soon as they start to get shut down, they immediately kick it right back out. They just are fearful of getting that shot rejected.
Reinhardt has it now. Good pressure defense, gets it to Yost.
1 minute to play basically here in the first.
Riley Yost tried to get it down low to Stoops. It'll stay with Carey as it goes off of the Patriots. Tried to get it
Ada
down
Chrisman
low
with a nice
Stoops.
job on the backside defense, swatting that one out of bounds, and Carey will retain possession with just 1:03 left here in the first quarter.
McKinley Kessler will check back into the game. She'll trigger, nothing doing though, almost a 5-second call. Gets it to Stoops. Yost. 55 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Carey with just one field goal in this first quarter, the other 2 points coming off free throws.
Riley Yost with all 4 points, and she's rejected again.
The 5th block in the first quarter for the Lady Patriots.
Rejected. 12-4. Patrick Henry, 38 seconds left in quarter number 1. Kessler to inbound, gets it to Stoops. Stoops gets it to Broadman. Broadman will hoist a 3. Emily Broadman has an answer, and it's 12-7.
Well, that's exactly what Carey needed right there. They got to start hitting some outside shots to try and loosen things up against this defense.
Gildy has it for Patrick Henry, gets it to Crossland. Crossland will hoist. No good, but an all-offensive rebound. She stepped out of bounds, though. We got 10 seconds left, and Carey can cut into this lead just a little bit more.
That was the first offensive rebound for Patrick Henry. They really haven't had too many opportunities to get an offensive rebound.
Yost gets it up the sideline. Riley Yost, 6 seconds left. She'll pull up a little pull-up jumper, no good. Gets her own rebound. Kessler, a little hook shot, no good. Your score after 1, Patrick Henry 12, Carey 7. We'll be back for the second quarter after this commercial break.
Think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we.
Josh Banks back inside the Sommer Center at Bluffton University alongside Lynn Passet, and it's only a 5-point game after one, Lynn.
Carey's got to feel good about where they're at. They kind of waved the storm right there, and they weathered things fairly well, only trailing by 5.
And that'll be a foul on Chrisman. That'll be her first, team first. It's a good box out by Emily Broadman there.
Absolutely was, and she came up over the top, so that was a good call by the official. Carey's done a great job on the boards. They have 8 rebounds. Patrick Henry with just 6.
Broadman, Kessler in the corner, Yost.
This size advantage is really giving Carey fits, though, in so many ways.
Broadman's going to get all the way inside. A little hesitation, Emily Broadman. And it's a 3-point ball game and a steal. Reinhardt's got it.
That's the 4th turnover against the Lady Patriots. That's probably one place that they are not happy with their performance so far.
Yost almost had to take it away. Gets it to Rachel Reinhardt.
Look at the size disadvantage right here.
The length.
Yes.
Just the length.
Ella Chrisman is 6'2".
Broadman gets it to Reinhardt. Broadman catches, ball fake, kicks it, Kessler, short corner, no good, but it'll be a foul.
Riley
That'll
Yost.
go on Stoops.
You
Riley
think?
Stoops, yep.
I thought maybe they got Yost for that one.
Nope, they got Stoops for it on the box out. She kind of went a little extra underneath after the ball was already away from her.
And we have a timeout taken by Patrick Henry this time.
So it's a 9-2 run since Patrick Henry jumped out to that 10-0 early lead in the first, Lynn.
Yeah, Carey's kind of started to get their feet underneath them, starting to understand what they're going to have to do because that size advantage, you might see it by looking at them warming up on the other end, saying to yourself, wow, they look kind of big. But then when you really start playing the game and you start getting the ball down low on the box and you turn around to shoot a fadeaway jumper or just a turnaround jumper, and you're used to seeing an opponent that's maybe 5'9", 5'10", and suddenly they're 6 foot or 6'2", and they're just swatting it away. You have to make some adjustments. Carey is now trying to make those adjustments, and it's actually working. They've trimmed that 10-0 lead down to 12-9.
190 of you out there on YouTube, 20 of you out there in Twitter world watching us live and free tonight. Nelson.
Carey really working hard on defense to try and do everything they can, and that's a travel.
That'll
that's a good
be a
call.
travel on Patrick Henry, and that's great defense by the Lady Devils of Carey.
5 turnovers against Patrick Henry here in the first half. Carey with just 1, so they've done a good job of taking care of the basketball so far.
Yost has it for Carey. Reinhardt back to Yost, to Broadman, one more to Kessler in the corner.
2 things have really helped PH. Their 3-point shooting and their rebounding inside and blocking the shots. Those are the things that they've been doing well so far.
As that ball will go off of Broadman, it'll go to Patrick Henry, but again, they're forcing Patrick Henry into some mistakes, but they have to convert on those mistakes.
So far, they haven't done a lot of that. And here's where Patrick Henry wants to make hay. They want to shoot that ball from the outside, lure Carey out, and then start going inside.
Nelson steps through. She's going to get fouled.
Start going inside. Kind of an awkward shot.
Carey coaches wanted a double dribble on that far side. It looked like she kind of caught it, maybe juggled it, and then put it on the floor, which is what I seen as well.
I thought Carey had reached in and kind of forced that dribble down, so I didn't think it was a double dribble. I thought they kind of scraped it out of there.
As Nelson hits the front of the rim, it skips over the rim and goes through the net.
Patrick Henry, 2 out of 3 at the charity stripe to open the ball game tonight.
Nelson, another opportunity. She's 2 of 2.
She's a 70% free throw shooter, so you kind of imagine that she's going to make both. And that's going to be an offensive foul against the Lady Blue Devils. And that one goes against Riley Yost.
As Bella Phoenix will come back into the game, replacing Kessler. And you can't let Patrick Henry get momentum. They already went on a 10-0 run. You cannot afford another 10-0 run if you're Coach O'Flaherty.
Well, so far they've been able to kind of lull Patrick Henry into their tempo, which is what they want to do. We'll see how long that can last.
Crossland kicks it, hoisted up and no good. Rebound. And you've got Broadman on the run out. Emily Broadman blocked by Ada Chrisman. We're going to take a look at that one again.
That is the sixth blocked shot of the first half for Patrick Henry.
And I want to say the third for Ada.
At least. One of them was almost like a volleyball spike. That was like the third one of the ball game. Not only is she tall, but she can jump, she can leap, and she's aggressive.
They get it in. Stoops kicks it out in the corner, a three, no good. But it'll be another jump ball as Stoops get their hands in there. It'll stay with Patrick Henry.
So far, Patrick Henry with 5 turnovers, Carey with 1. Carey out rebounding Patrick Henry 9-7. So they're doing the little things right that they need to do.
They're doing everything we said they would have to do, Lynn. They're controlling the tempo and they're winning the rebounding war. They just got to get some shots to fall, and they're right back in it.
Patrick Henry has hit 3 threes. That's what they are really leading this ball game by.
Crossland gets it up top. That's Chrisman, and it's stolen away by Emily Broadman. Emily Broadman crosses over. She has it poked away. It'll go off of her foot.
Well, that's one of the things that we talked about in the pregame show. Part of the controlling the tempo. Broadman got the turnover, didn't have the numbers. She probably should have just pulled it back outside and allowed their offense to get set up. She tried going 1 or 2 steps more and got it poked away, and then it went off herself.
Chrisman's got a head full of steam. She kicks it to the corner. That's a 3-ball attempt. It's no good. Couldn't find any sort of iron on that one. As that was Schweibert. Broadman, a little spin move. Bella Phoenix might have had a drive to the lane had she taken it.
She had the drive or the jump shot if she wanted to take it, but she neglected it and decided I'll hang on to it and let's get a better shot.
Yost has it, top of the key, out by the logo.
Patrick
Reinhardt.
Henry really pushing their defense out, trying to keep Carey away from the bucket.
Yost, left wing, Riley Yost. Gets it to Broadman. Reinhardt, they're going to call a foul on Schweibert.
Yep, and that's a good call. That's a blocking foul. She just did not get her feet out in front of her, and you're going to get that call 11 times out of 10. That is the 3rd team foul against Patrick Henry this quarter.
As Kessler checks in, she'll replace Stoops. Yost has it for Carey, Riley Yost. Carey being very patient offensively.
Yeah, I just looked up and saw 3:40 left to go in the first half, and boy, they've kept the score exactly where they need to if they want to have a shot at this.
Kessler has it in the corner. Phoenix, Bella Phoenix might have Broadman down on that low post. She really does want the ball down there. She's going to get it set a screen. Riley Yost hits it to Kessler. Kessler going to look to get all the way inside. She'll float, and it's no good. Rebounded by Kinley Crossland. Extra pass. Nelson will hoist. No good. All offensive rebound, though, and put back 2 points. Kelsey Schweibert.
Well, Patrick Henry was hot to start the ball game, but they have cooled down from 3-point range, but now they've had a couple of stickbacks off offensive rebounds.
Broadman has it poked away. It's going to end up in the hands, and that's a layup for Karis Crossland.
That's her first 2-point field goal off 2 3-point field goals, and she's got 8 to lead all scorers.
And they've doubled them up here pretty quickly.
Yep, that lead just expanded very quickly within about a 40-second time span.
Phoenix had Broadman on the back door. Didn't see her in time. Gets it to her now. Broadman tried to skip it, ends up back in her hands, but she was out of bounds.
Didn't reestablish herself back in bounds, and Carey, who did such a good job of only turning the basketball over once in about a quarter and a third, now suddenly they have 4 turnovers. They've had 3 in their last 4 possessions.
Nelson has it. How about that pass? That's Hder Chrisman.
She's now got 4 for Patrick Henry, and suddenly that 14-9 lead is now at 20-9. A little mini run here by the Lady Patriots. And another blocked shot, as that time it was Rachel Reinhardt trying to get one off, and she couldn't. And now Patrick Henry comes back at the other end, and they get 2 shots, and they capitalize. And that time it's Casey Nelson with another 2-pointer.
22-9.
It was 14-9, so an 8-0 run real quick here, and we still have 1:20 left in the first half.
Actually, it's a 10-0 run because it was 12-9. Broadman can't knock it down. Rebound to Kinley Crossland. She gets it to Karras in the corner. 1 extra pass. Hder Chrisman. How about that find? There's a reason that she leads the team in assists, folks, and it's for that reason right there.
Well, that was a pretty score by Gildy, but it was set up by the pass, and now it's 24-9 with just under a minute to play. Carey with only 2 points in the entire second quarter. That is not going to win you ball games.
And they're going to call a foul on the reach around. We'll take a look at it
That is not going to win you
here.
ball games.
And
Yep, they got a good call on
the
Kinley
reach.
Crossland. She's a 6-foot freshman who is in there. So I told you they have a lot of height, and they just keep bringing them in.
They've got 3 of them on the bench that are 6 foot plus.
Yep, they are big.
Yost has it.
And not only are they big, they're very athletic.
They're long. They're not just big. They're long. They're long-limbed, and they know how to play the game of basketball.
Carey going to look for the last shot, and they may have a hard time getting that last shot.
And they will. It's stolen away, and that'll be 2 points for Nelson. And it's 26-9 Patriots.
There's a reach-in foul that's going to be called against Patrick Henry.
Coach Sonnenberg has got to be pleased with this second quarter for his Lady Patriots.
Absolutely, although that's the second foul against Schwiebert, so she's the first of either team to have to take a seat with 2 fouls, but that one coming with just 5 seconds left here in the first half.
And it looks like it'll be Hder Chrisman, the other freshman. 3 balls up, no good. And at half, your score, Patrick Henry 26, Carey 9. We'll come back for our halftime stats and analysis after this commercial break.
You're watching high school tournament basketball 100% live and free thanks to all of our generous sponsors. Please support those who support your local athletes.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, but you know we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm a giant, they can move the king. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. Time to go hard and put your game face on. Ruthless, ruthless. This is the moment movies get based on. This is the moment movies get based on. Fire in the bones, watch me fire up the songs. Let it burn 'em, burn 'em, burn 'em. Got the fire in the bones. Our desires, they become who we are. We go hard, giving up, no we're not. Yeah, the first step is showing up. Now we're here, blowing up. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go.
Josh Banks welcomes you back inside the fine campus of Bluffton University. We're at Copeland Court, and it is a 26-9 lead for the Patrick Henry Patriots. Mr. Lynn, Passet.
Well, Patrick Henry outscored Carey 14-2 in that second quarter after leading 12-7 after one. And Carey was right in it. They had it at 12-9 at one point, and then all of a sudden it kind of went exploding in their face in the last 3.5 minutes of that second quarter when the 14-2 run was happening for Patrick Henry. And block shots is a huge stat that you're not going to see on the halftime statistics, but Patrick Henry has 6 block shots in the first half. Carey has 1. Rebounding, Carey's right there. It's 9-10 in favor of Carey. And
they forced 6 Patrick Henry turnovers to their 5.
Yeah.
Both teams perfect from the stripe. So really, statistically, Carey doing everything they need to do to keep this game competitive. They just haven't prevented the big runs. If you think about it, this game started 10-0, and then the 14-2 run. That's a 24-2 run where Carey just struggled to put it through the hoop.
They did. And the other thing that kind of jumps out to me is Patrick Henry has 5 ladies in the scoring column. Carey has just 2. Broadman has 5, and Yost has 4, and that's it. And all 9 points coming from those 2 girls. So they need to start getting somebody else into the scoring column if they want to stay in this ball game. They've done a good job of getting the tempo in their favor until the last 3.5 minutes of that first half, but they're going to have to do a lot more now to get back into it because I don't think Patrick Henry has any intentions of letting up.
And it'll be Carey to start the basketball in the second half. Kessler has it, gets it to Reinhardt. Reinhardt down low to Broadman. Broadman to Kessler. A little free throw jumper, and there's another one in the scoring column.
Exactly
for Carey.
What you need to do. Yep, you got to find another score, and they did a good job of when Patrick Henry came down to double team down low, they kicked it right out to the free throw line for the nice 14-foot jumper.
Karras has it. Up top to Hder. How about the spin move?
And that's what they could do all night long if they want to. Just drive to the basket and make Carey foul you because Carey does not want to step in front of these 6'2", lanky, long, athletic Patrick Henry players. They're just like, okay, I'll see you later at the other end, or they reach in like right there and make the foul.
Well, and let's talk about this stat, Lynn. I'm looking at Patrick Henry's roster as we speak. They have 1 senior on this roster.
They are going to be tough next year.
Chrisman goes 2 for 2 from the stripe.
They are now 6 out of 6 at the free throw line. Carey has only gotten there twice, making both of those.
Broadman has it. It's 28-11. And now, if you're Carey, you got to start to show a little bit of sense of urgency to get some points on the board a little bit quicker.
Yep, you may have to start hoisting some open threes where they've been passing on them earlier.
And that's a great find. Broadman finds Reinhardt.
Nice pass, nice shot. 2 new names into the score column for Carey, so that's something that we said they kind of needed to do was find someone else.
How about that pass? And they're going to call a foul as she did get her on the arm. You'll see it on the Danner's Towing and Recycling replay. How about that pass?
Yep, that was
and they're going to call a
getting
foul.
her with the body and on the arm as well. That's her second free foul of the ball game.
Bella Phoenix actually gets called for that foul. Still her second. Karras knocks down the first.
They are still perfect at the free throw line tonight.
They shoot 60% as a team on the season.
And Crossland shoots 74% from the free throw line.
She shows you why right there.
Boy, I'll tell you what, that's a beautiful free throw motion.
She's into double figures. She's got 10.
Carey just 1 3-point shot on the night, and you can kind of see why, because they're so tall and lanky, being Patrick Henry. It's hard to shoot over them.
That rebound comes down to Hder. She gets it up to Karras Crossland. She'll hoist another one from deep. No good, but the all-offensive rebound, and how about that move? Nothing doing, though. It'll go to Carey. But just the move by Hder Crispin as a junior. And then Karis Crossland, I'm telling you right now, we both watched a lot of high school basketball this year. This young lady is not afraid to shoot it from anywhere on the basketball court.
And she's got a beautiful shot, so you can tell she's been taught by somebody at a very young age, and she's learned. She's got a nice-looking jump shot. And a lot of girls use a set shot. She actually uses a jump shot and gets up in the air and has a nice release.
Rachel Reinhardt has it for the Lady Blue Devils. She gets it to Stoops. Kessler in the corner, wanting to get that little Iverson cut action, get it down low, nothing doing. Stoops, great bounce pass, 2 points.
Beautiful pass that time to Yost, who lays it in for her 6th point of the ball game.
That ball is going to be tipped. It'll stay with the Patriots.
And we have a timeout on the floor taken by Patrick Henry, oddly enough. They lead 30-15, but their head coach, Justin Sonnenberg, just wants to probably talk about, let's make sure we're taking care of the basketball, and let's make sure that we're playing good defense on the other end, because 2 times now Carey has found somebody wide open on the backside.
Yeah, it's just they're not rotating, so they've been switching. You've seen all night, so as have I. Everything Carey runs is a lot of screen away, screen the screener action. They like to get a little Iverson cut in there to try to get the back door open. And when they're getting that cut, they flare to the other corner, and it's just ball rotation. And Patrick Henry's just not sending help that second time through that motion.
Seeing a lot of blue and red in the stands, but now we're seeing some green and white from game number 2. Margaretta starting to appear here in the Sonnenberg Arena.
Margaretta down in the right-hand corner. I see the girls and coaches down there on the bleachers. Patrick Henry to inbound, baseline out of bounds. They'll run a 4-low set. They'll get it to Crossland. She gets it back to the corner to Nelson. She'll hoist one, and there's a 3-ball. Casey Nelson.
She's got 10. That's her first 3-point shot of the ball game, and that is the 4th 3-pointer for Patrick Henry.
Reinhardt will hoist. No good. Offensive rebound. Blocked.
Well, that's block number 8 for Patrick Henry.
Crossland left open. She'll knock it down, and it's a 21-point advantage.
And it's happened very quickly. Carey did a good job of staying in this thing when it was 12-9, then 14-9, and since that point, they've only scored 6.
They had Reinhardt open, back door, nothing doing. It'll be a jump ball, and that will go to Patrick Henry.
That'll go down as the first turnover of the ball game in the second half for Carey. They did a good job, only 5 turnovers in the first half, and now Carey is going to take a timeout.
While we have a timeout, let's go ahead and thank our amazing sponsors allowing us to bring you live and free coverage tonight. It is Carey Poverello Federal Credit Union, Danner's Towing and Recycling, 24-hour local or long-distance light or heavy towing and recovery. Hder Link, providing reliable, affordable, friendly internet service to residential and business customers. Burson Bakies Insurance Agency. For all your insurance need, give us a try and call Linda, Krista, or John at Burson Bakies Insurance. Those guys are allowing us to bring you this game live and free tonight. That's been a second and third quarter outburst by the Lady Patriots of Patrick Henry.
Boy, I'll tell you what, they have really started to put the pressure on Carey, not just shooting the ball well from the outside, but also hitting their free throws. They are perfect at the charity stripe, 8 out of 8. They just do everything so well, and they're so fluid with what they do. Patrick Henry is just a really, really nice team. And as you said, they're all back next year. Only one senior.
That foul is going to go on Stoops. That'll be her second. Team third. Patrick Henry get a sideline out of bounds. They're going to get it into Crossland. Karras gets a screen. Giving a lane. Nothing there on the drive. A little left-handed pass. Gets it to Hder Crispin. Karras Crossland.
Tell you what, I haven't seen a lot of girls in this region that they're going to be seeing, but it's hard to think that there's a better team than this Patrick Henry team.
They're long, and there's another three. That one's going to be short. Might have been tipped, but it was not.
And I kind of mentioned this at halftime. I almost think because they're seeing three different three-point lines out there, I think sometimes your mind, your mental isn't thinking real quick. There's a gray one at the top of the key, which is the high school. Then there's the women's college and the men's college. And I think they're getting a little confused. And maybe that shot right there by Crossland was out of her range simply because she was seeing that men's three-point line.
Well, I'll tell you what, she's made 3 of them from there tonight, so.
Doesn't mean she can't make them there. I just think sometimes maybe she thinks she's where she's supposed to be and she's not.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Stoops has it, gets it in the corner to Rachel Reinhardt. She tried to skip it to Broadman. And we've been talking about it all night long. That's the length of Patrick Henry right there. She had the skip pass to the corner. She just stuck a left hand out there and knocked it out of bounds.
That's a pass that in the regular season you're going to make about 8 times out of 10. But tonight, no go, because the length of these 6'2" Lady Patriots is just something you're not used to seeing.
Reinhardt, a little floater. Rachel Reinhardt's got 2 more.
She's got 7 on the night. She's played a fantastic ball game for Carey. She's one who has tried not to be intimidated by the length of this Lady Patriot team.
Nelson, good crossover. Ada in the corner. Back to Ada up top. Extra pass. Gets it to Kinley Crossland, the freshman.
And that's just another case where once she got her head and shoulders past her person, it was Katie bar the door. She's going all the way to the glass.
Well, and how about right now you have 6'2", 6 foot on the floor with Ella Chrisman, Ada Chrisman, and Kinley Crossland. 2 freshmen and a junior, mind you. As that's stolen away by Karis Crossland, she's got to run out. She's going to get all the way inside with the left hand. 40-17.
She's got 15 to lead all scorers, including 3 3-pointers tonight, and she averages 18 a ball game.
Stoops has it, little spin move. Stoops will float. She'll get fouled. Riley Stoops is going to go to the line to shoot 2. That was a good move by Riley to spin off the defender and force the contact.
It was, and this will be the first 2 free throws that Carey has shot since way back in the opening part of maybe the first 4 minutes of the first quarter.
But to talk about the size that Patrick Henry's going to have next year, Stoops misses the first. On the floor right now as Gildy checks back in. Gildy at 5'5". Other than that, you have Karis Crossland at 5'10", Ella Chrisman at 6 foot, Ada Chrisman at 6'2", Kinley Crossland at 6 foot.
Not sure what they're feeding them up in Deschler, but they are definitely growing. Maybe it's just the corn. I don't know. They call it Corn City.
Stoops unable to knock down either attempt, and this is Gildy with it.
Yeah, she's the shrimp of the team right now out on the floor.
Smallest run on the roster, listed at 5'5", as that's going to be 2 shots for the freshman. That's Kinley Crossland.
And Trinity Reinhardt got her with a lot of body as she went up for that shot.
2 shots for the freshman.
So far, the Lady Patriots are 8 out of 8 at the free throw line. And Crossland here, just watch her form. What a beautiful shot she has.
As this is the freshman shooting. Kinley Crossland.
Yes, 6-foot freshman, and she is long and lanky and just so athletic. Just watch this beautiful shot. Effortless.
Are they still perfect on the line?
They are, yes, they are perfect.
42-17.
10 for 10 at the free throw line.
As that one's going to be stolen away. It'll be a jump ball. It'll stay with Carey. But that's Schweibert with the defensive effort there to force that jump ball.
Good call by the officials. I wanted to mention them once again. Scott Norse, George Malk, and Anthony Schwederman are your officials tonight. They've called an excellent ball game for us here at the regional semifinal level.
Stolen away, almost taken away by Gildy.
Good anticipation of that pass, and I said way back in the first half, you could tell that Patrick Henry has seen a lot of Carey tape. They almost know where the pass is going before Carey throws it. They are jumping the passes, and they're in the passing lanes.
Did a great job of scouting, did Coach Sonnenberg. Broadman gets it to Yost. A little free throw line jumper, Riley Yost.
She had 4 at halftime. She now has 8.
Kinley Crossland, she's going to get all the way inside again. Tried to feed it down low. She was trying to get that to Lainey Rosebrook, another 6-footer. She's a 6-foot junior.
That's the first turnover of the second half against Patrick Henry. That foul goes against Lainey Rosebrook.
As they have 4 girls 6 foot or taller on this squad.
I'll tell you what, for a smaller school, they definitely have the length. They have the outside shot. They have the inside shot. They've got it all. This is going to be a tough team to out. And we talked in the pregame show about how Carey needed to try and keep this game at 45 or under. And here we're reaching the end of the third quarter, and Patrick Henry is at 42 right now.
Broadman going to get fouled.
That one goes against Kinley Crossland, the freshman. That's her second.
Carey to trigger. It'll be Kessler. She'll throw it over top, and that great defense there by Gildy.
I'll tell you what, it was also great offense by Riley Yost to keep the concentration, and there she makes a nice crossover move and draws the foul, and she'll go back to the free throw line.
Little crossover,
a nice crossover
pro
move,
hop, and now she'll go to the line to shoot 2. She's looking to get into double figures.
Yeah, she leads all Carey scorers right now with 8.
In and out on the free throw opportunity, though. Can't knock it down.
Carey hit their first 2 of the ball game, and since they are now 0 for 3.
Yost splits the pair. She's got 9.
And Carey's going to throw some full court pressure at the Lady Patriots, but I don't think that's going to be much of a problem because they'll just throw right over it if they have to. And that's what they do right there. They just throw right over it.
They get the extra pass. The foul is going to go on Reagan Kessler, and it'll be Kinley Crossland to shoot 2.
Well, this is Kinley Crossland's 5th and 6th attempts at the free throw line tonight. She's perfect. And again, if I'm going to use the word perfect, just watch this form. We've talked about it before. Just a beautiful free throw form. That's the first one she's missed tonight.
First one the team's missed, and it's strong off the back iron. Second one, up, and good. She's got 5. Yost. 23 seconds left. Riley Yost kicks it to the corner. Reagan Kessler will hoist, and 3-ball. Reagan Kessler.
That's the team's second 3-point shot on the night, her first, and she now has 5, and we're down to 14 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Gildy has it. Gets it to Karis Crossland. She'll hoist from way downtown. Nothing doing, but after 3, your score. Patrick Henry, 43. Carey, 23. We'll be back for the 4th and final quarter after this commercial break. Josh Banks back inside Copeland Court. Sommer Center at Bluffton University, a 43-20 lead. Patrick Henry over Carey in what's been a dominant third quarter.
That was the best quarter for Carey. They scored 14, but they still got outscored 17-14 in the third quarter, but by far their best quarter.
As 2 points, it's going to go to Karis Crossland. She's up to 17 on the evening.
Yep, she leads all scorers now. She averages 18. She's 1 point shy of that.
Yost to McKinley Kessler, back to Yost. Looks like they're in a 2-3 matchup zone almost, as they're going to throw it off of number 13. That's Rosebrook. But if you notice, they're not playing man-to-man anymore. They've really gone away from man-to-man. They went to this matchup zone. So it's like a 2-3 zone with man-to-man principles.
Man-to-man responsibilities once it comes into your area. Good rebound that time by Patrick Henry.
Hder Chrisman with another board. She's going to spin. She'll kick it out. How about that pass? And a 3-ball. Kinley Crossland. They can all shoot it.
Oh, yeah. It's pick your poison. Who do you defend?
48-23, and the freshman's got 8. In the corner, Reinhardt up top to Yost. Left wing, that's Reagan Kessler. She almost traveled, gets it to Broadman. Emily Broadman back to Reagan. She's 1 of 1. How about 2 of 2 for Reagan Kessler?
She's now got 6 on the night. 48-26 with 6.5 minutes to play.
Karis gets it to Kinley. To Hder Chrisman. Ada's going to just get downhill. Good find inside. Rosebrook. Or no, I'm sorry. That's Ella Chrisman, the other freshman that's going to now go to the line to shoot 2.
I don't like that call. I felt like Bella Phoenix had her arms straight up in the air and that the offensive player caused the contact there. I don't like that call. You've got your right to your area all the way to the ceiling.
Ella unable to knock down the first. It's still a 48-26 ball game.
Only the second miss at the free throw line tonight for the Lady Patriots.
She makes the second. (49-26). Riley Yost to Bella Phoenix. Reagan. Broadman. Skip past Bella. Reinhardt.
Well, we talked about it before this game tipped off about how the schedules between these two teams might show up here, and I think it is. Patrick Henry has played a much deeper competition. Lots of Division I and II teams on their schedule, and they've beaten them all. And they are in here at a 24-1 record, and it's kind of showing right now that they just have more fluidity with them offensively and defensively. They've seen a lot more.
Broadman.
And can do a lot more.
Reagan Kessler, no good. Tipped around, ends up in the hands of Rosebrook, and she'll come away with the rebound.
And by all means, that is not a knock against Carey. Carey, you can only play who you have on your schedule. What a move right there by Hder Chrisman. Bucket and the foul. What a move
off
right
the glass
by Hder Chrisman.
51-26.
She averages 12. She's got 8.
But the freshman's going to come away with the rebound, and they're going to have 2 more. Ella Chrisman's going to go to the line to shoot 2. One thing you never want to let happen, and we've talked about it, I've heard every other person I call a game with, offensive rebounds off free throws are one of the worst things you can allow to happen.
Well, there's only 2 offensive players in there that can get the rebound. I mean, yes, the shooter's there, but they can't move or cross the line until the ball has hit the rim. So they're basically out of it, and somebody should be boxing them out anyhow. So that leaves a 3-on-2 or even a 4-on-2, and boy, those are critical.
As Trinity Reinhardt grabs that board. Reagan Kessler gets it to Trinity Reinhardt. Broadman from the elbow, no good. Rebound to Rosebrook. Hder Crispin has it now. Hder going to look to go coast to coast, and she's going to do it again. No good, though. Rachel Reinhardt comes away with that board. Gets it to Broadman. Emily Broadman can't finish at the rim. Rebound comes down to Kinley Crossland. Kinley. She'll pull up. No good, but an offensive rebound by Rosebrook. Almost has it stolen away. It ends up in the hands of Kinley. Kinley's going to get inside, and she's going to get fouled by Trinity Reinhardt.
Yep, good call. Reinhardt got her with
Kinley's
arm, got her with body,
and
back to the free throw line again
Reinhardt.
goes the freshman Kinley Crossland. I think this is her 9th and 10th free throw attempts of the night. She's been there a lot and converted all but one.
And she gets the shooter's touch in the confines of Copeland Court. 52-26. As Rachel Reinhardt checks out.
Crossland, the freshman, 6 foot tall. She's got 9 on the night, and that makes 10.
The freshman into double figures.
She's 6 out of 7 at the free throw line. Had to double check my math there. Felt like she's been there 10 times.
Reinhardt catches left wing. Rachel up top. That's Stoops. Riley Stoops. In the corner, Rachel Reinhardt. Good ball fake. Got her defender in the air, but just the help side and the rotational defense of Patrick Henry. Yost.
This
Reagan
PH
Kessler.
defense just isn't giving any ground.
Reagan Kessler's got herself 2 more. She's up to 8.
Nice move by her. Carey trying to hang tough as long as possible.
How about that? Step through and finish.
What a beautiful move that time. Patrick Henry just continues to find new people to score. That's Kelsey Schwiebert, the junior. She only had 2 in the first half. She's now got 4.
Reinhardt tried to get it to Stoops. It's stolen away. That's Karras. Karras Crossland has it. Gets it to Hder Crispin. Hder in the corner. 3 ball. Guilty. How about we're going to try for a 4-point play, Mr. Passet.
Yep, she got hit after the shot went in. Good call by the official, George Malk, and it's now 58-28, a 30-point advantage for Patrick Henry.
Guilty unable to finish, but another offensive board, and Crossland's going to hoist one from way downtown. Karras Crossland's got 20.
And she's got 4 3-pointers on the night, and every one of them has been long distance.
Reagan Kessler has it for Carey to Yost. Yost waiting on the screen, gets it from Trinity Reinhardt. Rachel Reinhardt now. Yost. Skip past to Stoops. Stoops catch and shoot. No good. Rebound by Hder Crispin. Hder gonna run the fast break herself. Crossover kick to the corner. Another one. No good. How about another offensive rebound, though?
Yep, they've just really dominated the boards here in the second half at both ends, and it's Carey's getting tired. They just keep rolling out 6-footers at you, and when they do finally miss a 3, they're right there to get the rebound.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Actually, we'll check it so I'm not wrong. Carey had a 10-9 rebound advantage at the half. And it is now 21-16.
21-15. As Carey will pull their starters and get a nice hand from their fans that made the trip here to Bluffton.
12-5 rebounding advantage in the second half. As Chrisman gets herself into double figures, Coach Sonnenberg will take himself a timeout, and it's a 19-5 fourth quarter for Patrick Henry.
Well, Patrick Henry has gone to the free throw line 20 times tonight. Carey has gotten there 6 times. That's a huge advantage right there. We talked about it in the pregame show, and I will re-emphasize it. Patrick Henry has played some good competition. They are 24-1. They've beaten Division II Napoleon, Division II Defiance, Division II Bryan, Division IV Liberty Benton, and they are a Division VI team. So they have played good basketball teams, beaten good basketball teams, and that only gets you more and more prepared for this time of the year, tournament time, where it's one and done.
And your one loss is to unbeaten OG.
Yeah, by 10.
Carey
basketball. I believe
basketball.
that game was on the road at OG, which OG is a tough place to play as well.
Ask Upper Sandusky boys about that one.
Yes, it's the Palace over there is tough to play in.
McKinley Kessler gets it to Garner McElvey. Up top, Stoops, Kessler. Down low to Trinity Reinhardt. Trinity Reinhardt, a good move inside. Unable to finish, though. The rebound's going to go to Kinley Crossland. Kinley gets it to Sophie Gildy.
And we are at a 35-point lead right now, so running clock is going to be coming into play here.
And Kinley Crossland with the hustle job after she turned it over. She forced the turnover. 1:10 left here in quarter number 4. Kinley.
I think Patrick Henry's just going to kind of pull it out now and run the offense. Probably nothing but a layup. We're down to the final 58 seconds.
We're inside of a minute. Skip pass. No shot there. I don't expect him to take a shot, actually, Lynn.
Nope, I don't either. And a lot of fans for Patrick Henry are thinking, well, they've worked hard all season long. If they have a chance to score, they should be able to. That's going to be an offensive foul and a legal screen
on
against
Ella
Chrisman out top. She just didn't even get set, and then she kind of threw her shoulder into her as well.
On Ella Chrisman.
So the 6'2", another 6'2" junior, picks up her first foul.
It's their size, their ability, their length, their everything is everything right now. As that three ball is no good. Gildy gets the rebound, and we got 10 left. Rosebrook gets it back to Gildy, and that's going to do it. Folks, your final from the Sommer Center on the University of Bluffton campus. Patrick Henry, 63, Carey, 28. We'll be back for MVP and post game after this break. have to be nervous. Josh Banks back inside with our Carey Poverello Federal Credit Union MVP. It's Karis Crossland, the junior guard for Patrick Henry. Number one, congratulations on a regional semifinal win.
Thank you.
You have 20 points tonight, 4 threes. I think I was most impressed with most of those threes were beyond the men's college three-point line. How much work do you put in the gym to be able to shoot the ball from that deep?
I put in work all summer. I'm constantly practicing with my teammates, obviously. I go out to the gym with my dad. I go to workouts with a trainer, and I do countless hours in the gym on weekends.
So the boys win last night in their district game. You get yourself a win. You guys are going to play for a regional championship against the winner of this next game. What's it going to take for you guys to continue this great run you're on and get a trip to a state semifinal, maybe even to Dayton?
It's gonna take our defense all the way. We've gotten so much better since over the summer, and it's gonna take our teammates working together and being a family as one.
All right, so one thing we're known for here on the OH Report, we allow our MVPs to give shout-outs. The camera's looking at you, so you look back at it and shout out whoever you want to.
I want to shout out to my dad. He's our assistant coach. I just want to say thank you for everything that you do for me.
That's our Carey Poverello Federal Credit Union MVP junior guard for Patrick Henry, Karis Crossland. Congratulations on the win and good luck in your next game.
Thank you so much.
You're watching high school tournament basketball 100% live and free thanks to all of our generous sponsors. Please support those who support your local athletes.
Josh Banks back inside the Sommer Center at Copeland Court where the Patrick Henry Lady Patriots just dominated the Carey Lady Blue Devils 63-28 in a Sweet 16 matchup.
Well, they outscored Carey 20-5 in that fourth quarter to really seal the deal after already leading by 20 at the end of the third quarter. For those who are just tuning in, Patrick Henry only led 12-7 at the end of the first quarter. They then went on a big 14-2 run about midway through the second quarter to lead 26-9 at the half, and then they win it going away. They were led tonight by our player of the game, Karis Crossland, 20 points, 10 points for Casey Nelson, 10 points for Kinley Crossland, and it was just a wonderful time to watch this team tonight. They just really were so well put together. They have a lot of height, they have a lot of ability, they have great shooting ability, great athleticism, and they have to be the favorites to win the regionals and get to Columbus. Now let's look at Carey tonight. They were led by Riley Yost with 9 and then 8 for Reagan Kessler, and Emily Broadman had 7. So Carey played as well as they could for that first quarter, but from there you could just kind of tell that the athleticism and the height were really going to be two things that Carey was going to have a hard time overcoming. We talked about block shots. Patrick Henry had 8 block shots on the ball game, Carey with just 1. And also free throw shooting was a big differential. Patrick Henry went to the line 20 times tonight, cashing in on 16 of their 20. And that's like 64%, so that's a pretty good night. And Carey got there just 6 times. So again, it was the athleticism and the height of Patrick Henry. Rebounding, Carey got 15 total rebounds. Patrick Henry had 23.
You see the stats. Lynn just went over them with you guys. It was a dominant performance by Patrick Henry, as you're going to now see the score by quarter, 12-7 14-2 in the second, a 17-14 third, and then 20-5 in that deciding fourth quarter. That means the Patrick Henry Patriots are going to move on to the Elite Eight. They're going to take on the winner of our next game between Columbus Grove and the Margaretta Lady Polar Bears. Good luck to both of these squads. Lynn, before we get out of here, final thoughts tonight.
Well, I thought Patrick Henry was the real deal. I knew coming in at 24-1 and the teams that they had played that they would be the real deal. Congratulations to them. Carey, what a great season. You got to the regionals. That was probably something that they weren't sure they would be able to do at the beginning of the season. And I think they're going to be a much better basketball team because they played a team like this. Next year, even though it's a loss, this atmosphere and this game is going to help propel them next year.
Nelson's going to go into the contact. For all of our amazing sponsors, Carey Poverello Federal Credit Union, Danner's Towing and Recycling, Hder Link.
Their first two shots were blocked, so that's a little bit of an intimidation.
Thank you for allowing us to bring you that basketball game live and free on the OH Report. But for my camera guy, Oliver Kramer, on color with me tonight, Lynn Passet. I'm Josh Banks. I'll be back with you guys tomorrow night along with Lynn at Finley for Shelby Elida in a district final. But go check out Northmore, Cardington, Lincoln right now, live and free. Take care, everybody, and stay safe.
That was from NBA again. They're going to call a foul.
Yep, they got a foul that time.
Blocked again. They're going to call a foul.
Yep, they got a foul that time.
Still can't get it to fall, but there's another offensive board putback. Stoops. Nelson looks to run. Nelson gets all the way inside.